Can you continue the song with me? Well, I think I see blank faces, but it was very clear in my head. Listen, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Where was the mistake? On my side or your side? Well, but this is the fascinating thing about communication, isn't it? What was so clear in my head, happy birthday to you couldn't understand my tapping. We see this all the time, don't we? CEOs trying to convey strategy, political leaders painting their vision, religious preachers conveying philosophy. It doesn't make meaning in our heads. How do we bridge this gap as speakers? Well, stories bridge this gap. But how do we learn storytelling? We often go and try to learn techniques of storytelling. But in my experience, there is a piece that precedes this that's even more important: the ability to subtle our senses and sense stories from things happening around us. The better you sense stories, the better you can tell stories. Let me prove this to you. Take a look at these two pictures on your screen. On the left is the mighty Swiss Alps. On the right is an ordinary, everyday pomegranate. What do you observe? Poems have been composed about Swiss Alps. Well, nobody has written much about a pomegranate. But let's sense by subtling our senses, thinking what's typically not thought, seeing what's typically not seen. There are around 600 seeds in a pomegranate, each surrounded by this tasty, fleshy membrane, all engulfed in a hard husk. It's taken millions of years of evolution for this magnum opus to get created. Now, where do you sense wonder? Anybody can see the extraordinary in the extraordinary, but it takes a special sensor to see extraordinary in the ordinary. Once you start sensing stories like these, how do you communicate stories? Through emotions. Let me take you through two pictures. World War II, 10 million people died. Often, I'm met with blank faces. This morning, when I woke up, my iPhone, brand new iPhone, got scratched. Often, I'm met with oohs and ahs. Are you mean people? 10 million people died and my iPhone getting scratched? No. The extraordinary typically evokes sympathy, but the ordinary evokes empathy. So if you are talking strategy, if you're a politician trying to establish a vision, ask yourself, are you sensing stories and seeing the extraordinary in the ordinary? That's the mark of a great storyteller. Back to you, Jayashree.